Right, so unit conversion, this is going to be a big skill that we're going to learn in this class. It's also a big skill if you want to go into nursing school. I know a lot of you guys want to become nurses, so make sure you master this skill. And so the big thing with conversion units is that not only do we need to be able to do it, we need to do it in an easy to follow way. Right. Science and life in general is a team game. So whenever you do any calculations or anything like that, somebody in the future is going to want to check over those or maybe reuse those. And so they need to be able to follow what you did. And so if you've just got random math all over the piece of paper and there's no flow to it, it's going to be very hard to follow. So we're going to do it in a very nice and organized manner that's going to be very easy to follow. Overall, this is just one big puzzle. You don't really even have to know much about the problem. All you have to know is the conversion units, and that's pretty much it. So if you follow the kind of steps, these problems really won't be too bad. So there's pieces of the puzzle that we need. The first pieces of puzzle is the given info. So this is information that's given within the question. They could just be random amounts, or they could be unit conversions. The second thing that we need to know is our conversion units. Some of these might come from the question. They might give you the conversion units, or some of them we need to know. For example, the milli, centi, and kilo we need to know, and then the fact that 1 centimeter cubed is equal to 1 milliliter. And then finally, the third thing we need to know is our desired units. Right, we need to know what the question is asking of us. So for example, if you had 878 milligrams, how many grams do you have, right? So let's take a look at how we're going to do this. And we're going to do this the same way that we did the last couple of problems. So we're going to write out what we're given, 878 milligrams, and then we're going to start a unit conversion problem, so something in brackets. And instantly, before I even do anything else, I know that milligram is going to have to be down there in the denominator. That way they can cancel out, right? I haven't thought about anything, but I've instantly put it in that position. So again, this part right there is your given units. And now we need to think about conversion units and our desired units. So in this case, we're not given any more conversion units in the problem. So we have to think about what conversions we know. Well, remember, one of the things that we're supposed to memorize is milligrams, or milli anything. And we know that 1,000 milli anything is equal to 1 of the base unit. So 1,000 milligrams is equal to 1 gram. And so we have milligrams right here. We have milligrams right here. So we can just plug that information in. 1,000 milligrams on the top goes 1 gram. Those units go ahead, cancel out. We plug it through our calculator and we get 0.878 grams, right? So 878 milligrams is equal to 0.878 grams. And again, one of the key things that we have to be able to do is make our work easy to follow. So you have to use this format for all conversion problems. I don't want to see, some math over here, then some math over here, then some down here, then some up here, then some over here, then some over here. It all has to be done in one line of thing, right? So this format must be used. And so what I'm talking about here is any kind of quizzes or exams, that kind of stuff. Anytime you have to show your work, you have to show it in this format. Of course, conversion units aren't always one step. They can be more than one step, but again, we're just going to follow the same process. So let's take a look at an example of that. So we have 508 centimeters. How many millimeters is this? Again, we're just going to do our usual thing. We're going to start off with what we're given. That's our 508 centimeters. We're just going to go ahead, put this in a conversion unit, and then I'm going to instantly put centimeters down here without even thinking about anything else, because I know I have to convert, so I know I have to cancel some stuff out. So then we have to think about what are the conversion units we know. Well, with centimeters, I know that 100 centi of whatever is equal to 1 of the base units. So 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. So you see how the 100 goes with the cm? That means that the 100 goes there. And on the other side of our fraction goes the 1m. And then the centimeters cancels out with the centimeters, and now we're on meters. But note that our desired unit is millimeters, not meters, right? So we have to think about what other conversion units do we know? Well, we know millimeters something, right? We know that we have 1,000 millimeters in 1 meter, right? And so again, I can continue with my conversion unit. I don't have to think about anything. I see this meters up here. That means that meters is going to have to be going down there in order for it to cancel out. And then I just think about what I have over here. With the meters, there's a 1. And then on the other side is 1,000. And then I just go ahead and plug and chug through my math, and I get 5,080 millimeters, right? So 508 centimeters is 5,080 millimeters. If we think about the sig figs here, this is 3 sig figs. All of these are defined conversion units, so they all have unlimited number of sig figs. So this one also only has 3 sig figs, which it was already expressed in that way. Now, could you have done this in one step if you knew the conversion between centimeters and millimeters? Yes, you could have. But there's not really any reason to memorize more than what I told you to memorize, so you can do it in 2 steps. If you really want to do it in 1 step, that's fine. You would just need to know that every 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter, right? That would allow you to do it in 1 step. Overall, again, this is just practice.